Yeah, I just got this mic in, and on the outside it looks like it'd be pretty good. It's the one porting type PMMN4051A, and it looked a little beat up when I got it, and it's not much better now. It's clean, but one thing I did notice was when I hooked it up to a radio and tested it, which I do to all my mics, this would not receive. Transmit fine, wouldn't receive. So I don't know what to do with this thing. Probably just maybe part it out. I did take it apart. You know, I went through the flex. I removed the speaker. There's a couple jacks. Well, there's a couple things you've got to do when you get inside. You remove this. You remove this, and you open it up, and you've got two connectors. You disconnect those two connectors. There's a button on the inside, a lever that you can push to the side. Then there's a lever down here that you kind of have to take a screwdriver and hold open, and then you can gently pry the speaker. You have to be very careful when you're doing it to not tear the mic flex, because there's several flexes in here. Couldn't find anything out of the ordinary looking at the mic itself and looking at the speaker, but I believe this speaker's blown. So be careful when you're buying mics, because this is pretty much useless. You know, I mean, aside from you know, the housing and the cord, I don't know where the bad TX is coming from, but I believe that the speaker is blown, which is very odd for a remote speaker mic. Just very odd. You know, I do know that's possible, and you know that mics can have issues, but this is the first one I've run into personally. And you know, they're very good mics, but at the same time, if they transmit fine but don't receive, they're not worth much. So be careful when you buy. Make sure it's tested. Make sure you're buying from a good source. The guy made it right, and to his credit, and you know, all's good. But definitely, you know, be careful when you buy, and always check them out the minute that you get them. Slap them on a radio, and if you've got a couple radios, you know, try them out on a couple radios. Make sure they work. I'm surprised that this one doesn't. I can't see anything visually on the inside that looks like there's any kind of burn, there's any kind of tear, or anything like that. I can't see anything that's off on it. I've reassembled it. Still receives, or transmits fine. Still won't receive. But they are kind of a bear to take apart, but it's possible to do it, and just takes a little bit of finesse to do. But yeah, I don't know. Just be careful when you buy mics. Make sure that, you know, make sure the damn things work before you get them. And if you do get them, you know, make sure that you test them out the minute that you get them, which is what I did with this. But you know, I thought that the thing was gonna be a great mic, and so did the seller. You know, so anyway, be careful with mics. Always have them tested. That's why I test all my mics. It's a good mic. Too bad it doesn't work. You know. Anyway, take it easy, guys. Later on.